Benz on in the cut, step in, vibe up, let's go. Bow, 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 bow. Everybody stepping in, moving on the swerve. Welcome to the energy, the place you deserve. Turn the whole spot up, make the roof curve. Soon as the beat drop, whole crowd shake. Benz on live, ain't no weak vibe fake. Everyone tuned in, ready for the ride. Baseline hitting like a West Coast tie. Left step, right step. Now we slide through. If you feel the rhythm, let it guide you. Hands up high, don't stop the groove. We came to vibe, now I just everybody go nuts. Move with it, ride with it, let your soul get turned. Be so loud, whole building got burned. Benz on. Fear no concern when the beat come back, it's your turn. Word. Bow, 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 bow. Everybody stepping in, moving up. Word. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Welcome to the place where the vibe gets stirred. Bow, 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 bow. Turn the whole spot up, make the roof curve. Bow, 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 bow. Turn the whole spot up, make the roof curve. Drop it low, bring it in the shake that flow. Benz on crew, always ready for more. We don't do, we do full blast. Beat go stupid, heartbeat fast. Hands clap, feet stomp. Let your body talk. It's that rhythm that make the whole room on walk. Hey, hey, now shout it with pride. Word when the bass electrify the outside. Bow, bow, bow. This that zone we claim. Everywhere we go, they remember the name. I say bow, 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 bow. You say word, word. Bow, 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 bow. Word, bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Word, hey, turn it up. Word, Benz on family, light it up. Word, word. Bow, 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 bow. Vibe so you turn, turn it up again till the whole flow blurs.
Bow, 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 bow.
Keep it loud, keep it heard. Word, it's the Benz on, say it loud, undisturbed. Word. Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, 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 bow. What up? How's everyone doing today? Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, 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 bow. Oh, girl, I let you shut up.
Through. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, 2Ps? What's up?
What's going on?
Hey everybody.
Y'all doing all right?
We good over here.
We
Yeah.
are. Look, I can only ask for myself. I'm great. How you doing?
Bow, 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 bow. I'm
Bow, bow,
Gucci,
bow,
yeah.
bow. All right, all right. Hope everybody is doing good. Let me turn my phone off. What's up? What's up, Annie? Annie's in the building. What's going on? We have Foot Soldier. What's up? What's up, Foot Soldier? How you doing? Thank you for coming through, Foot Soldier. We have Cayenne. What's up, Cayenne? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you also. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Regina. How you doing, Regina? Thank you for being so supportive. I really appreciate you. All right. All right. So the title of my live for today is Kickback in the Benz Zone Part 2. We're going to get into that. But what's up, JB? What's up? JB, you have your Family Feud something, right? I think it's coming up, if I'm not mistaken. I want to be there for that. Yeah. I think it's Family Feud or something. Would you drop it in the chat or whatever? If you don't mind, I think that's coming up.
Oh, that's
You know,
what's
we
up.
all want to support you over there because you know you're so supportive over here, you know, dropping by and postpone? Oh, okay. Well, just let us know whenever you reschedule it again, and we'll follow through. Okay. What's up, Bird? Bird? What's going on, Bird? Bird? How you doing? Thank you for coming through, Bird. Bird. What's up, Lady K? Thank you for following through, Lady K. Because we got some
Hey,
things to talk about,
Bird.
Lady
Hey,
K.
Lady K.
Oh, it was supposed to be tonight, but one of the team leaders got some things. Yeah, okay. Well, just let us know. Thank you for dropping his link, Annie. I appreciate it. All right, so thank you for coming through, Lady K. I'll title this another. I might just have to do a whole new title after this live because no telling which way it's gonna go. Okay. First of all, I want to say when a person give a sincere apology, they don't go back on their apology, and they have to make sure that that other party accepts the apology. Am I right or wrong? If you
Right.
apologize and you think things are good between two people, do you think that a person should just go on about their happy life and think that everything is squashed, everything is good, and just go on with their life and just say, oh, okay, I apologize. But if the other person is not receiving your apology, then something is missing, something is scarce. I think, okay, all right. So since you didn't receive my apology and just skate over it, just slide through, I don't think a person should do that. And the person I'm talking about is Sourpuss. Sourpuss, since she opened it back up again, hopped on the link and was talking about she apologized to Lady K about talking about her autistic child. All right. And this is the same woman who said that she would talk about her child again after she apologized on the situation.
But wait a minute. You're forgetting the key
And
part,
I
though.
had already forgot about that she had talked on Uppity's child. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think that, that this person is sincere, whatever she says. You know what I'm saying? I think she just go along with the get along. She try to, get in where she fit in at that moment. And I feel like that, she don't hold nobody. She's not accountable for whatever she does on this application. And another thing is she always saying she's so happy to be away from Lemon, but I can't tell because every time you mention anything, you mention about Lemon. I'm so glad I'm away from over there. Okay, you glad you're away from over there. Move on. I'm so glad that those people are still there and I'm not there. Okay, so move on. Why are you always coming up and always talking about Lemon? I don't understand. If you are so glad and so relieved that you're away from Lemon, why all of a sudden you always keep talking about him? Why is that?
Because she misses him.
Because when we was back there in that I believe it. I believe she misses him. I mean, if a person cries over a person on multiple occasions, then she gonna try to throw Sneaky Link in there. Well, Sneaky Link, won't you just have him? I'm like, what? How did Sneaky Link get thrown in this
All
mix?
right.
The hell is really going on? Well, how did Sneaky Link get thrown in it? So I'm like, Sneaky Link in the breakdown of, her silliness or whatever. But I just feel like this. If a person is moving on, they don't mention that person. They move on and they go on about their merry way. And they shouldn't bring that person up again. But every time you look around, she's in the amen corner about what's going on with him. She's inserting herself, like she hopped up there when the maintenance man was up there. She hopped up there, didn't have nothing to do with the situation, but she hopped up there anyway, inserting herself about Lemon. So that don't let me that lets me know that you're not moving on, that you still feel some type of way about Lemon. And you was the one who was sending Lemon all these motherfucking screenshots. You was the one who was in Lemon's ear about all of us. All of us.
Mhm.
We couldn't get a break. We couldn't get a break. But the thing about it is, I feel like you haven't moved on. You just hurt. you hurt and you are, sulking and shit like that. And every time anybody have ill in their mouth about Lemon, you right there to just root it on. And if a person is moving on and trying to fly above the bullshit, as you would say, as y'all would say, I don't think y'all flying above the bullshit. For real, for real. So that's Mao. And he allowed it. He did. And and he admitted to that. He really did. He said, because you know what, if a person comes to me, I say Peas, because Peas my homie. If Peas come to me and tell me all these things, like if Bow 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 came and if Peas came to me and said, you know what, Bow 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 is doing this and doing it, it's up to me to listen to that bullshit. It's up to me and to take things into hands what I'm going to do about it. He did leave it. He listened, but at the same time, I'm like, this bitch is always everywhere taking these screenshots. This bitch is always everywhere, like somebody's a baby, like they're a child, like reporting to Lemon is something that's gonna get us goddamn an ass whooping or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm motherfucking grown. And when it comes to Lemon can be my baby brother, honestly. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But he took accountability. He admitted he allowed it. And I'd be damned if I wake up and have 1,000 goddamn messages in my inbox or DMs every morning. That shit could be so. I would have I would have a goddamn stroke or something if I wake up to all that shit, cause she type like she talk.
That's gonna get you blocked.
That's gonna get you blocked. Now,
What you
how long has it
said?
been going on with her? It's been going on with her a long time, Foot Soldier. A long time. A long time. What's up, Hoodie? What's up, LaDon? How y'all doing? What's up, Rat Treasure? Bird? I
And
have
and
spoken to
don't
y'all. My
and don't
opinion.
forget the key thing is the apology was never accepted.
That's the key thing, y'all. Y'all have to wrap y'all heads around it. It was never accepted. And when she had hopped on that panel, she never said the lady's name. She never acknowledged the lady. They was in the chat saying, well, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? She never said it, but it took a person, a subscriber in the chat to say the lady's name about whose autistic child she was talking about. And let's just say she always said she would say it again. After she apologized, she said she would do the same thing. And what really pissed me off about the thing was she said, I bet your child can't say one complete sentence. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? I bet your child can't say one complete sentence. Really, bitch? Really? And her child was listening to this the whole time. Lady K could not get to her phone quick enough to, um, you know, disassociate herself with this person at all. No, it was not genuine. It was not genuine. I think that the reason why she did this shit, Foot Soldier, everybody was on her top. Everybody was on her top, and she tried to get away from the situation by trying to fake apologize and shit like that to try to get people off her, because that shit did not sit well with a lot of people in the sector. And she knew by fake apologizing that, hey, maybe a little of the heat would come off her ass. But nah, we still got that heat on your ass, because we'll never forget about that shit, because Lady K is our friend. And you don't
What you
do
said?
friends like that. And you knew to talk that shit when me and Peas and them left from back there in Discord. You knew to
Yes,
talk that shit. Lady K was the only
that's the
one left
killing
back there by
part.
herself, and then you tried to do that shit to her.
She waited till all of us left, and then she attacked her. Yeah, she did that.
What's so spicy? Yep, she did that
Hey,
shit.
Spice.
She didn't talk that tough Tony shit while we was all back there about the child. The child didn't come up until after we left, because she knew we
Yep.
would have been on that ass, toe tagging and dragging that
Mm-hmm.
ass back there. Cause look, you don't
Mm-hmm.
do nothing to the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
The
no.
kids is priceless to me. They priceless to
Mm-hmm.
me. and you don't talk that ill will shit about the kids. Nah, you don't do that shit. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
She talking about
Get the
she
snot box
apologized.
rocks.
And I asked Lady K, I said, Lady K, I said, did you accept her apology? And Lady K said, no, no. So, because she didn't feel like it was genuine at all either. And I'm sure a lot of people didn't, because I'm like, girl, bye. You just take that apology and stick it up your ass. The fuck?
Don't you see it?
So, but yeah. You got anything
And
on that,
and
King?
and and to mind y'all, the things that were said, what we're telling you, they're being sugarcoated of what was said. I don't want to repeat what was said because ooh, it was some foul. Ain't no way in the hell that that child should have been called out of her name.
No, we need
You
to we
don't even
need to
know
tell the people. We need to tell the people exactly what was said because she's trying to goddamn sweep it under the rug and act like the shit didn't never happen or either it was like it was like only the people that was back there knows what the fuck happened. They know what the fuck happened.
yeah, we're talking about to the point that this child was called bitches and hoes. Do you hear me? That's how severe it was. And for you to act like, oh, so I talked about somebody's child. But that's not the first time you did that. That's the second time you done came for an autistic child.
Damn. So Tracy Dragula done? I wouldn't even worry about that shit.
Child.
For real. I'm gonna
Drag
let you
for
know.
her from her
I'm
is
gonna look. I'm gonna let you know. Look, my babe do not like Tracy at all. She said, "Look, you better not send that bitch no more goddamn money, none." And you know what? I dried up the bank. I stopped sending her money, and that's exactly why Tracy mad at me today because I stopped sending her cash apps. Now, if I was still sending Tracy cash apps and shit like that, we would not be here like we are. She would still be, I'd still be modded up over there. But once the money dries up, then you see how a person really is. You know what I'm saying? You can't show support just by being in a chat for the ones who got down is money hungry. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be supported by being in a chat and modding. If the money dries up, then you spend another dollar. And I didn't. And I asked her, I said, well, when I go live, I'm gonna talk about it. She said, I don't care. She said, I don't send her not another dime. Yes. But yeah, it's really like that. It's really like that. And I don't give a goddamn. Look, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. It ain't even that serious to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm gonna go goddamn and slit my wrist. It's not like I'm gonna go goddamn and cry a river. It is what it is. And hey, the people that really support and like me, and them the people that I write. That's the people that I rock with. Because it's a lot of fake motherfuckers, and you have to really watch out for them. And I see y'all. I see y'all fake asses out here. And I hope everybody else see y'all fake asses too. Send me your cash apps as long as you getting what you want at that specific time. Y'all will be in that corner. But as soon as that shit dry up, soon as it stop coming, then the real person gonna reveal themselves. But shit, But yeah, it's been a lot going on in these streets. But I just wanted to touch up on the Lady K shit because that shit was not cool. Since she brought it up on the panel, like, yeah, I apologize to that person. Who? You wouldn't even say the lady's name so people would know who you was talking about. You can't even say her name. Everybody in the chat was just waiting for you to say her name, but you never did say it. It took people in the chat to say, "Oh, she's talking about her." Oh, okay. So not genuine at all. And we're not accepting it. We're not accepting it. Nope. Lady K said hell no. We say hell no.
Hell no, we won't go. Really?
Hell no, we won't go. My audio
Yeah.
might be breaking up, JB. It might be. It might be. But
Yes.
yeah, so it's been a lot going on with everything. So Lady K says, my child was talked about in the worst way and an insincere sorry after someone begged her to stop and apologize is not sufficient. So these are the words of Lady K. You don't have to hear it from me. Lady K feels this way, and hey, no apology. Nah, we ain't going there. We're not going there.
Hell no.
Mm-mm.
Fuck your apology.
Just because you say you apologize, word action speaks louder than
But
words.
you'll do it
You know what I'm
again.
saying?
Fuck that
And
bitch.
yeah, when she said she would do it again, I said, uh-uh. What's up, Tony? How you doing? What's up, Tony? Oh, okay. Lady K wants the link. All right. So, don't take my word for it. Lady K want to come up here and speak for herself. So I'm gonna give her the link. There's the link. Okay, so and it says what I don't like is a lot of go along folks. So if one doesn't like you, the rest don't. Hey, you see that all the time. You see that all the time. And the thing about it is you don't even do nothing to these people for them not to like you. You know what I'm saying? And then she's going around talking about she's gonna sue somebody for this and this and this. But ain't you the one talking about I had pegged my husband, my ex-husband. Ain't that slander? Ain't that some goddamn uh thing that you putting on me that you don't know nothing about? But you talking about taking beans to court and all this shit because of so hey, it's two peas for every pod, baby. So just watch what you say around these YouTube streets because you know what? You point one finger, three fingers pointing right back at your ass, okay? So and I know for a fact that that's a lie. And he'll come to court and say that's a lie. So don't open up shit you don't want to open up, okay? And you talking about some I'm around here sending out these news and shit like that. So hey, just think that what goes around comes around. Cause you ain't gonna be slandering my name out here on these streets and you ain't got no proof about that bullshit. And I'm seeing pictures of shit going around and floating around of ass cheeks up in the air and shit like that. Don't do me. What's up, Lady K?
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Sourpuss. Sourpuss doing it, tranny. That's who doing it. Sourpuss. So okay, Lady K. So what I had was talking about. All right. So Sourpuss was saying that she gave you an apology, and she was saying that she was, she gave you the apology and making people think that you took the apology, you accepted it, and you moving on. So I just want you to tell in your own words how you feel about the situation, and I'll go on mute.
So, I hope everyone can hear me okay. And I think most people know I don't really click a link, um, but these are my ladies, and I feel comfortable in doing so today, much like I did the one other link I ever talked about this on, and that being Big Brenda's, who shout out to her. Just wanted to give a neutral space to um, voice my opinion of what happened that night. So I've noticed that over the course of the past 10 days, there has been reference to a situation with myself and my daughter. Um, two of the times my name was actually referred to, but the other times it's been like, this lady and so forth. I am very private. I don't really share too much, but when it comes to this situation, I just would like to give a little clarity. Um, Everyone is entitled to take it for what it is, but at least one other person is in the chat who knows firsthand what was happening in the back, and just how nasty it got. When it comes to YouTube and Discord and anything else, I think I'm around adults, and adults can interact however they please. I never anticipated, expected, or wanted my daughter to be brought in, any of my children, but this particular daughter that was addressed, and this particular daughter that was addressed, had only been talked about in the Discord one time. And as I stated on Big Brenda, and I'll say again, that was around this time last year. And as everyone knows, women sometimes, it's like, who's making that noise? Who's drinking that water? Who's got a car outside, right? And so I had taken the time to thank the Discord and the people in the Discord for not doing that if they heard my daughter in the background, because she is specially abled, she is partially verbal, she is on the spectrum, the autism spectrum. And so, I try to mute if I think that she's being heard. A lot of times, particularly at that time, not so much now when I'm with my girls, but at that time, I was rarely even speaking because, I had work to do, and I had my daughter in the background and my other two children, but they move around in silence because they're teenagers. But she is mostly with me, and so everyone was very cordial and respectful. And Lemon was just like, yeah, no, don't worry. And so that was the only time, and we moved on. So to have my daughter be the focus of such venom over a disagreement about what someone heard her husband say to us, another adult, say to us in the background, was shocking. It was uncomfortable. It made me angry. It made me pity the person who was attacking my child, because it was not. Yeah, it definitely was not going to be their best moment. Coming after her, you were already coming after me, saying what a terrible mother I was. But what was really interesting was that my daughter was not being heard, because in the mornings we usually move around in a lot of quiet, and a lot of people know this that are among the ladies I speak to. You don't really hear my daughter in the morning. It's her time to just kind of adjust. We pick out her outfit, we pack her lunch, she puts her iPad into her bag, she we kind of get ready, and we get ready, and she's usually quiet. So it wasn't like she heard my daughter to reach for my daughter. She just had it in her pocket. Like I told her, you kept that in your pocket and you waited and you pulled it out and you used it. And it was bad. It was bad. You started off with calling her my retarded daughter. And that caught me because nobody has called my child retarded ever to my face. If you said it behind my back, I never knew, but never to my ears, to my persona, to me. And that caught me. And that was like, excuse me? What did you just say? You heard me, bitch. Um, you and your stupid, retarded daughter. I dare you. I dare you to put her on the phone and her to be able to make one complete sentence. That dumb whore, that fucking horrible daughter of yours is going to get slutted out. It was like it all fell out of her mouth with such ease and venom of her being all types of stupid, dumb whores and cunts, and that she couldn't believe me. She thought I had integrity, but I was lying on her husband, and I kept saying, lying on her husband, and I said, no, what I was telling you was, you keep saying that we're lying on you, but that's not true. If what you say is a lie, then it's a lie about your husband, not you. That's what she didn't get and didn't understand at the moment. And that it could be a misunderstanding. She couldn't understand that either. And in an effort to, I guess, strike me for being complicit with what she considered a lie, she cursed my child and me. I was no type of mother. My child was going to, my child being a bitch and a cunt and going to be slutted out. Okay. But she's a whore. She's retarded. She's stupid. You dare me to put her on the phone to say a sentence as if I ever would? We would later talk, and she is correct. After all of this, because she woke up another person who was back there. And like I said, there's one other person who was there, but that could click, could come in. That person wasn't able to come in to say anything. They would later tell me that they were really hurt by what they heard. Um, and, were very sorry that they couldn't speak up at that moment. But, there was one person who intervened and said, what is happening, what's going on. Um, how can you say these things about a child? Please stop. It's not who you are. It's not becoming of you. Um, but at that point, that person, so- I said I would not speak her name yet. I just, she couldn't stop. She just could not stop. Um, really, to be honest, stopped paying a lot of attention after retarded because retarded is a legal term. People use it a lot, but it's a legal term. It's actually only to be used when discussing a person's mental health, um, if they're being considered for the death penalty, if they're being considered clemency on death row. So that's really where it's supposed to be used, um, in real time. So there's that. But after that, yeah, there was discussion about my husband and my husband knowing and wanting to curse her out. That's not how we are. I never even cursed at her. I, to this day, have never used profanity towards her, the situation, and with her, with Lemon. I have not. It is not something I find I need to do. Um, but it has been hard because where I thought we were done with speaking about us, it is back again, and it's the reason for certain things happening in the background. And my daughter and my relationship with her and her being around me at any point in Discord or on YouTube is not the reason that people have fallen out with Lemon, um, or Lemon with them. It may be a thing that was never addressed. Absolutely. It was never addressed. And being told to apologize to me and then saying you're sorry is not one, not an apology, but it's not something I could accept. It was not real. It was not genuine. And I felt it then, but I knew it for certain when it was brought up on Lenin's platform and it was said, yeah, I said it. Yes, I did. Initially, we would not claim all the words. And I don't know that they've actually been claimed now. I don't know anyone has, if it's been said, yes, I called her a slut, a cunt, a bitch, a whore, that she was going to be slutted out, that she was stupid, retarded, that her mother was ignorant, an idiot, that,
Hold up, Lady K. So
yes, I'm sorry.
let's focus and a slut and a whore.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I asked you?
No, I didn't hear you. I apologize.
Okay, so you are you telling me and you telling us that Sourpuss called your daughter, your autistic child, a slut, a cunt, and a whore?
And a bitch and stupid and retarded. Hmm.
Wow, wow. So the person you see on these YouTube streets is really, really nothing like she is behind the scenes. So I feel like everybody, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think everybody has artistic child or adult in their family. I know I do. And so when I hear shit like this, it really pisses me off because I have family members that's autistic. You see what I'm saying? And 99% of people, if not 100% of people, have autistic people in their lives too. So when this really pisses me the fuck off for real, because if she's calling your autistic children this kind of stuff behind the scenes like this, you see what I'm saying?
I do.
Go ahead, Lady K. Let me go back on mute.
So it's one of those things where, you know, I'm I'm very pragmatic. I understand that there are times when people are arguing and the heat of the moment, and they say things that they say they wouldn't normally say, right? Um, and I apologize to everyone because I really want to say this, and I'm hoping that this, kind of anyway. I get that people in the heat of the moment can say and end up saying things that they later regret or don't. say things that are just vile. But there's got to be something. There's got to be something on your heart or in your being, because I have been in battle. I have had arguments. I've raised my voice. I've had heated discussions. And they're just places that are too dark to go. There are things you just don't say or do because once they're in the air, they're there. And you don't want that to come back on you or yours that you love, right? So you just curtail what you might say. A child that you don't hear, that you're not hearing in the background, that you're not having discussions with or about on a regular basis, to reach for that child is crazy. When you had my husband, you could have reached for. We were talking about your husband, you could have talked about my husband. We're adults, okay? You want to tell me I'm a bad mother? Okay. Um, you would have to know me to know how I am with my children. You would have to know me to know what my children do and how they are. There are people that know that. I don't need everyone on YouTube to know whether or not I'm a good mother and a good provider and a good steward of my children. I don't need that. I didn't come to YouTube for validation in any way. I actually am here because it's something that can't be let go. Yes. You want to ask me something, Beans? Benz? Benz.
Yeah, I came off mute because okay, so let's wrap this around. Okay, so when we was in Discord, we was not even talking about kids or anything. We was talking about another
Mm-mm.
situation, a heated
Mm-hmm.
situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
for her to reach for your child and all this, we talking grown shit back there. We going after each other back there in Discord. We keeping it on
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. We're not reaching for kids or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. But for her to reach for your child, that shit was diabolical. And like I said, she waited until after me and Peas and everybody else left for her to go that
Mm-hmm.
dark with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
And it was
waited.
very interesting because everybody was leaving, right? You all, it had been a long drag out fight back there. And you all were like, you know what? That's it. We're tired. But I'm tying shoes at that point. I'm packing a backpack, right? I'm I'm helping her pick out the scent she wants to smell because a lot of people on the spectrum are very attuned to smells and the like, right? I'm doing that. I'm not at my phone. I have my earpiece in. I know how my my mornings go. You're not going to hear my kid. You hear Alexa more than you ever hear my children. And so I could not get to my phone fast enough. I did have my earpiece in. My earpiece did fall out while I was trying to get like up. I hit my face when I heard the term retarded. It was like, wait, what? What did you say? I did have to ask. What did you just say? If I was incredulous. My my earpiece, when it comes out of my ear, this particular brand, when it comes out of your ear, the phone reverts to speaker. For some reason in Discord, it reverts to speaker. So did she hear some of that vitriol? Absolutely. Did I rush to keep her from hearing more? Absolutely. Did she read my body and my body language and the way I was feeling? Absolutely. She's in tune to things like that. Um, when I was talking to the, and being like, are you kidding me? You know, you're saying this about my child. I do motion and talk with my hands. I don't know how other people. I'm one of those people that talks with my hands. I sign with my hands, ASL, and I talk with my hands and my body. And so, yes, she could see and feel that it was not a typical morning. I was not talking to my typical people that she might say good morning to, that she would say hi to, right? She could tell this was different. And did she take my hands that I'm fluttering around while speaking to this person and just pretty much being like, you think you're better than I do. I do, because I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't say this. I do think I'm better than you. I would not reach for someone else. Your husband said what he said, one thing or the other. My husband would never. If I said to my husband, say hello to my bitches, my husband would not say, hey bitches, hey black bitches, hey brown bitches, hey upstairs, downstairs, around the world bitches. He would not say that. He would say at most hello. And he looked at me like, why are you calling them a bunch of bitches? Like, why would I? It would not be in
So
jest and
that's what set
fun.
her off that morning. That's
Yes,
what set her off that morning. And
that
she
was the
got
fight.
pissed off because you would not side with her. So she went after your child in retaliation, right? Am I right?
Unfortunately, yes, you're right. That was the
Okay.
argument in the back. What was said? Did he say bitches or black bitches?
I'm just so
I
glad I'm
don't.
away from that shit. I'm so glad I'm away from it. I'm glad she's gone. Whether she come back or not, hey, that's not on me. But I don't have to deal
Mhm.
with ignorant people. I really don't. And I just like to move forward in a positive direction. She says she's over Lemon, but I say she's not. Because, if a person is over somebody, they would stop mentioning them, they would stop talking about them, they would just move on with their life. But to this day, she's still mentioning him. So I'm still yet to see this shit. I'm on mute.
Yeah, I think one thing has been said, and it's true that I w- once some of the ire and the fire calmed down, it was it was easier to have a conversation, right? And I won't take that away. Um, I get that that there was at that time a mad day, and so you know the most you could do was come for my kid. That's what you knew about, I guess. But I think to bring us up, we has have things been settled. Um,
Hello? Did our audio go out? Hello?
Yeah, without.
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
did.
okay.
Hey, I'm finna run
All
in the
right.
store right quick.
All right. Okay. Cool. So I think her audio went out, y'all. She'll probably be back, or she's having issues right now. No sound. She'll be back. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, if not everyone, but a 99%, 100% of us have autistic, people in our lives, and we are not dealt the hand that we're dealt. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to bringing children into this world, we're not dealt the hand that we're dealt. You see what I'm saying? So the kids, they do not deserve. They don't deserve. They already trying to fight a losing battle coming into the world as autistic, and then to hear a dumbass person, a dumbass bitch saying some shit like this, and I can only imagine what happened and what she was thinking that morning going to school. She was stimming. She was stimming. She was trying to get her mom to calm down. She was grabbing her mom's hands because her mom was trying to talk to this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, look, you can't rationalize ignorance. You can't rationalize ignorance. So I don't even know what the fuck you was trying to talk to her for anyway. Because once she said that about my child, I would have just deaded it. I would have just left. I would have deaded it that shit for real. Because for her to say she was a cunt, a slut, a whore, a bitch, all these words coming from her mouth that morning, and for her daughter to go to school with all this shit on her brain, and she's constantly calling the school asking, is her child all right, is she good, whatever like that. It's just crazy. Because I'd be damned if somebody come to me, hold on, we got a visitor, hold on, let me put my banner up. Beans,
Hey, good morning.
good morning. What the hell? Good morning.
It's
What the
morning for
heck?
me, Heifer. Don't play with me.
What the hell?
Damn it.
What's up, Beans? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? I didn't even get no notification, no nothing.
Man, you was
How you all
asleep.
doing?
You was
Yeah.
asleep. You was asleep.
Oh my God. I just woke up like, what the hell?
Yeah, we going over. Let me recap a little bit. Okay, so Sourpuss was on the panel. She was like giving her, oh, I apologize to this person. I'm thinking, you can't say her name. You can't give her flowers. You can't say the name that you was talking ill about her autistic child. She can't even say the name. So it took somebody in the chat to say, oh, this is the person she's talking about. So she's saying, oh, I apologize. So like she's skating over this shit like she's good with this person. But no, Lady K said, hell no, she did not take her apology serious. It wasn't genuine. So that's why we're here today, because she keeps bringing up the shit. So we recapping this shit all over again because Lady K feels some type of way because hey, it wasn't genuine. She didn't accept her apology. Sourpuss.
I was there for that entire situation from beginning to end. Um, Ghetto told Sour Patch that she was wrong. During the course of this, she was doing all this ranting, that girl ranted for hours. Nobody could calm her down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she actually had admitted to Peas to doing cocaine. These are her words. She keeps saying that I'm lying. Um, I can't do anything about what comes out of her mouth, but this is
Mm-hmm.
something that came out of her mouth. And I can't force her to say things. She said it in her own volition. So if it's a lie, she told it.
Mm-hmm.
And it speaks to how it was impossible to get her to settle down, to listen, to stop with the
Mm-hmm.
rant, the screeching, it was a ridiculous amount of screaming, yelling, and
Mm-hmm.
inconsolable, no way to calm down.
Oh,
There,
oh.
it was maddening. It was maddening.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "This girl, this is not alcohol. This is something else." But at the end of the day, um, she said something that caught my attention when she called that baby a whore. She called that baby a retarded whore,
Mm,
and she said, "Put the little bitch on the
mm,
phone." Put the non-speaking bitch on the phone because I know she can't talk. And she kept saying this over and over and over. And I heard Ghetto say, No, sour. You done went too low now. No, sour, no. And and just to appease Lady K and to and try to make things right and to try to bring peace to the situation because Ghetto had been up all night just like us. He said, you know what? Sour Patch apologized. And um I did not hear her apologize, but Ghetto just said that just to stop stop the madness. Just make it
Mm-hmm.
stop. And everybody stopped and we all listened. He said, yeah, Sour Patch just apologized, didn't you, Sour Patch? And she was like, oh yeah, yeah, I apologize and something, something. And so the two of them were talking and I left. Well, when I came, everybody else had left. When I came back, she was still on bullshit. And come to find out, she had not apologized because Red Treasure was in there. And Red Treasure said, I didn't hear her apologize. But I had not heard her apologize myself either. And we all determined that he said that to get everything to stop, to make it stop. She
Mm-hmm.
did not apologize. I'm going to tell you what she said while I was there. Everybody else left, but I doubled back because I did not see Lady K leave. And when I went back in there, she was actually going in on Lady K. And she told her, I don't apologize. And if I'll say it again. And I was like, what the hell? She said she would do it again. And let me say something else. Lady K's baby is not the first child that she's done this to. She did it to Uppity child. And I want you guys to understand the gravity to which has done this. It is very serious. And for somebody to sit up and say that they apologize and they want to move on and they put it behind them, we are all overlooking the fact that she did this before. Don't forget Uppity's baby. She she actually did a whole a parody with Uppity's baby, pretending to not be able to speak and making these monkey noises. Y'all remember?
Mm-hmm.
So and I apologize because I don't have a voice, but I can never forget. And she's not a good person. She's a very vindictive person. She's manipulative as hell. And she's trying so hard to gaslight. And if you could just pin her down, you'll never, if you can pin her down and make her sit still, you'll never get a straight answer out of her. Why? Because she likes to gaslight, because she likes to um, think and believe that she knows more than you, that she's smarter than you, and she can convince and do these Jedi mind tricks to get you to go along. Well, no, man, that's why she hates me because I don't go along with her bullshit. I don't. I don't accept it, and I
Right.
never will.
Right.
And the
Right.
thing that she does her dirt, and then she wants to run and hide behind. She want to get under the skirt of a Tracy or hide behind Rick Reed or somebody else, and they don't know. Rick Reed ain't no fool. He knew what she was doing, but what she did, she'll do this shit and go and hide behind one of them, thinking that they're gonna protect her. That's where me and Tracy fell out at because Tracy didn't know the whole truth and she started coming at me for no reason. So now y'all know where the Tracy and Beans bullshit started because Tracy called herself trying to bully me because of Sour Patch. Rick Reed never went there. Rick Reed was like, oh, no, 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 no. I see you. You gonna need to fix this because I'm not going. You need to fix it. You did it. and you need to fix it. And stop showing your ass. Stop passing your ass, Sour Patch. That's what he said. And I'm not trying to be funny, but those were his words. And he saw through her bullshit. So that's a good thing. If you're going to be a mentor to somebody, you hold their feet to the fire and you hold them accountable. You don't get to run out here and do all this dirt and devilment and run under my skirt or hide behind my back and think I'm going to stand there with my sword and defend you. And I don't know what the hell all you've done. You're not getting ready to stick me out there like that. And that's what I love about Rick Reed. He a real one. And that's exactly what she did. She sat in that Discord and she berated and belittled and she dogged an innocent child. She dragged that
Hmm.
baby
Yep.
for filth. She
Yeah.
did the same thing to Uppity child. And I don't want us to forget about Uppity baby either. She did it.
Not at
So
all.
you have a pattern. You have an individual here with a pattern. And you also have an individual here who is a proven liar. You have an individual who is also a proven gaslighter. Be quiet and let her talk. That's all you got to do. You don't interrupt and listen. She'll let you know who she is. She hurt that child because that baby heard every word she said.
Right.
Every word.
And it's not like Lady K was like on speaker letting the child listen to every word. No, the Bluetooth jumped off because mine do it all the time. It jumps off of Bluetooth and goes to speaker. So it's not like she was just sitting there letting the child listen to what the conversation was. The Bluetooth jumped off, and then that's when she heard retarded and all these other defiled shit words that she was saying. So no, so I know a lot of people was like, well, what was you doing in Discord and your child was listening? So nah, that's not the narrative we're going to paint right here because anybody's Bluetooth can jump off because mine does it all the time.
And I agree. I didn't find out in totality what that she had done this before. Can you all hear me? I hope so.
Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Great. Had not known in totality what she had done to Uppity's daughter. Nyla did not deserve what was done to her either. It was nasty. And I think um, having heard it, um, I know that my child may be the second, but there may be a third. It may be a reach back around, but it's not something that um, can be overlooked. I do want to say to several, particularly several people in the chat, what I have gotten, what my daughter has received in the wake of this is important because she has a nice circle of YouTube/Discord aunties that will not let her be in that position again, right? She has found, and I have found support from people in the chat that just say, this should never have happened. And while I don't know you or your daughter, I do know right from wrong. And I don't support that. I have received an outpouring of support and strength from channel holders um, like Ladon, of course, like Benz, uh, it, just Brenda, willing to, Shakim, just stand there and say, this isn't right. Whether it's someone we know or don't know intimately, I know most people, were like, oh, we've only seen her in the chat saying hi, and pretty much that's it. And this is the second panel that I've ever talked about this on. Um, they have, I have found people from places, other spaces I've been that have been supportive. And for those people, I just want to really say thank you. Um, because you don't have to. There are a lot of people that are like, I'm a bad mother, I'm a bad parent, she's a bad kid. Somebody accused her of being an adult, which is laughable. Um, she hasn't even made the high school. It is what it is. I'm not trying to change anyone's word or anyone's mind. I'm just saying that this happened and it shouldn't happen, and it shouldn't happen again to any child. Um, and it doesn't matter if that child is cognitively, emotionally, um, physically, especially abled. They bring just as much to the table as anybody else, and so we should be more cognizant of that. Um, because what was said, my daughter will never. I will do everything in my power to shield my daughter from ever again witnessing me being uncomfortable like that. I did not curse her. I did not yell. I did not call her the same names as she called me or my child. Um, that's not how I argue. Um, but please, my daughter, our relationship, it needs to just kind of end. And if it's not going to end, just please let me know if we have to have a conversation, the two of us, again. I don't know if that's what is necessary,
Oh
but
hell no. Oh heck
yeah,
no. Mm-mm.
they might,
Mm-mm.
maybe you need to have a conversation with me, and
Mm-mm.
not in my
Mm-mm.
mommy role. But I do want, I don't want that. I think when we look at it, um, Nyla should be protected. My daughter should be protected. Everyone's child should be protected. I don't speak on anybody else's child that way.
Okay, so Lady K, my thing is, what you think you're gonna get out of the conversation? If y'all have a conversation, what you
No,
think? What you think you're gonna get out of it?
I'm not looking to get anything. There's nothing you can get. She can give me. There's nothing she can give me. Right? She couldn't. There's nothing. I mean, she didn't even give me a true apology. Then, I mean, like being said, we know that there was someone who stood in the gap and said, "Oh
Hold
no, no,
on
no."
one
She
second.
says,
We got a visitor. Hold on one second. Hold on.
"Okay."
I've never.
Let her finish her statement
Wait
though.
a minute. Hold on. Hello.
It's me, and that's not the banner that I like. I'm going on mute.
Oh, it's chit chat.
Thank you.
Leave me
um,
alone.
yeah, I don't know that I would give anything. Um, I just feel like clearly maybe someone else needs to get through whatever they're working through. Um, but what I do need is for that to be worked through so that my daughter can be at peace. You didn't you No, there was no accepted apology. I did hear eventually, outside of the person stepping in trying to say there was an apology and realizing there wasn't one. She did say to me she was sorry. She did. And I acknowledge that she said that. She would, in less than a couple of days, say she would do it again. So, how much, like, if I had accepted that then, I would have been a fool because now you're saying you would do it again. And you won't do that again to my child, you know. So, um, yeah, just thank you to those that have shown support. I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who heard and listened for what I hope would be, a succinct time. And thank you to my kid because she is awesome. My daughter is awesome. Um,
Yes,
I
she
did call her
is.
school. I did check in on her because she's not used to that in the morning. I am that type of mother. Her school knows I'm that type of mother. I did not explain that, oh, my daughter and this whole YouTube, but I did explain that she heard some things and, it wasn't her typical morning. I did want to make sure she could focus. They are super sensitive. Um, and she did okay that day. And she's done better each and every day. So thanks for that, right? So, yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I don't know if you have any other questions or want me to say anything else, but just thank you to everyone from the chat to this panel and to those that may be in the clouds, because even some people in her camp that are in the clouds reached out to say that they were sorry to hear, um, here or gone. You know what I mean?
Do anybody on the panel have any questions for Lady K?
No questions. I just want to say you're welcome. No thanks are necessary. It's the right thing to do. I love you and
What
support
you
you.
said?
But look, Beef Sector Street Reporter, what the hell? What kind of name is this? What are you reporting on it?
Uh, I actually am not here to report on anything. I just had some questions. If you guys are done with this segment, I will patiently wait for my turn.
Oh my goodness, I'm scared. I should
Hmm.
probably go. Should I leave? Am I?
No, you're more than welcome to stay. Just let me know.
Oh,
I'll go
okay.
back on mute until y'all ready.
We are good. We are
Oh,
So
good.
y'all
are we
ready?
We have.
good? We good on this
Okay, then
All right,
segment?
this is
hold
my
on. Let
first
me.
question.
Yes.
Why y'all
Hold on.
let
Hold on for a
Paulette
second.
get on Beyonce
Oh wait,
internet and
I'm
lie
sorry.
and say she seen YTC naked coochie?
Oh,
What?
okay. We got to double back to that.
Uh,
What's wrong, 2P?
no, I done made it home, so I'm finna switch over. Nothing. I'm finna switch over. I'll be right back.
My thing is, why is people worried about other people's pussies? That's my thing. If I'm not
Oh,
fucking
did
that
my audio go
pussy,
out? Benz, are you talking?
yeah, I'm talking. I'm talking. Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Here
Hello?
we are. Yeah, I'm
Hello?
here.
Can you
Yes,
hear
can you
me?
hear me?
What
I
happened?
can hear
Can't.
you.
Is it your shit? Beef
It's me.
Sector Street Reporter?
No, it might be Lady K. Mm.
Nah, I can hear you perfectly. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I think Two Piece wanted to say something, and I wanted to answer her. She had something to say. Where
Oh,
did Two
it's
Piece
chit
go?
chat. She left. She left. She'll be back.
Where's Two Piece?
She had to go somewhere. She's coming back. She had to do something.
Okay, because she had a question for
She's
me.
switching
I'll
over.
wait till then. Okay. Thank you, boo.
All right. So
Bow, bow, bow.
my thing is,
Bow,
why is
bow,
people
bow.
worried about other people's dicks and pussies? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
As long as I'm not fucking that person, I don't care what they do with this shit for real. So I don't understand it. I don't understand. Uh, and you
Well, I
know
can.
how I feel about the pictures and shit. If I don't see the shit, if I don't see the pictures, I don't believe it because it was an ordeal with me with some pictures and shit like that, which they haven't even shown to this day. So I don't even believe anything what people say unless I have proof. You have to have proof. You just can't come out here
Okay.
willy nilly and just say, "Hey, it's some pictures out here." No, you can't say that because I can say, hell, I don't want $50 million, whether you believe it or not. Hey, but I put it out there. Is you gonna believe it? I don't believe shit like that. If you can't show me what the person is doing or saying or whatever like that, I don't believe it. Nah, you have to have a receipt.
I guess it's the hypocrisy for me. It's hypocritical when you say and call people whores and sluts and the like, right? And then you go and you want to talk about how, what a good person you are, and then you go and you show your vagina and your breasts and anything else for the entire world for anybody who just asks and rubs their hands together like Birdman. That is what, outside of that, your body is your body to do with it what you want.
Right.
Um, and I think that that's how it should be. And it's also up to you if you want to disclose what you do with your body. I don't have a problem with that either. But then you can't then turn around and call somebody else a whore because they showed their body. That's ridiculous. And that's what happens a lot in this sector. There's a lot of hypocrisy. And two piece,
Look,
I'm still here if you need me, if you want to ask me a question.
you had a question for Lady K two Ps.
No, no.
Okay, good.
You know, you know how I feel about the situation,
I
and
do.
that's why I said, hell no, there'll never be no reconciliation. Hell no.
That's like I said, it's no conversation needed because what she said, she meant it in her heart.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it ain't no conversation needed, no reconciliation. And like when she
Mm-mm.
said she would do that shit again, that just sealed it for me.
Mhm.
So yeah, she
Absolutely.
shows who she really is in these streets.
And I
And I
believe
just
it.
sit back and I just watch. I watch. You know what I'm saying? You notice a lot of shit if you just sit back. You don't have to be verbal all the time. You don't have to be out there with your mouth wide open. Just sit back and watch, and you will see how these people really are and how they really move. And look, I'm one of those. It really does.
Can the nosy street reporter chime in real quick?
Let's go.
Sure.
Hypocrisy is when you run it with somebody and you all for all day fuck shit, and then you hit a panel and you say it's karma. But then is it really karma if you go back over there messing with that same person that you said that was on that fuck shit and become a managing
Hmm.
moderator?
You better tell it.
Hmm.
Um,
You
What you
better
say?
tell
or
it. You
or
said a
you make them
mouthful
a
right there
managing,
for real.
or you make them a managing moderator. How about
So
that?
did that person, did they or did they not? Both people, to me, in my opinion, spit in Lady K face, but that's just my opinion. Now, the other
Mm,
question I got for y'all. Now, Bree said yesterday that M. Bernadette was on that shit. Okay. And she said that M. Bernadette was a recovering addict. M. Bernadette said, no, I ain't never said I was on no type of drugs and I ain't recovering from nothing. Okay. So
mhm,
then M. Bernadette got upset. M. Bernadette said, keep playing with me, Bree. I'm gonna put these papers on you. And she said every time Bree get paid, if she get a settlement, she gonna get her portion of Bree money. M. Bernadette said, label me what you want. I was a party girl. Okay. Now one thing I do want to set straight, I don't care if it's 1981, 2, 3, or 4. Cocaine started as a pharmaceutical drug.
Look,
Legal.
let me just do a PSA. Every time I hear Luke, I say, "Pop that pussy, hey, pop that
Hey, fuck
pussy,
the
baby."
pussy. Hey.
That's what
Oh,
Bernie
my
was saying
bad.
in them
I
chats.
thought we
Bernie
was in the
said she
freak
was
nick.
popping
We was at the
coochie
freak nick.
and she was having a party. Okay.
mhm,
What
mhm.
she
Right.
did say
It's a
that
party.
she
It's a
didn't
party. It's a
appreciate
party.
Lolo
It's a
chiming
party.
in and she want Lolo to hush. And her and Lolo had it out this morning. And she told Lolo that when
Uh,
she went to Vegas, that Lolo took fentanyl lollipops, bitch. I
What?
Lord, spitting on lollipops.
Now why M Bernadette tell Lolo that? M
Damn.
Bernadette was shit for that. Lolo didn't
No,
change her song.
no.
She said, wait a minute, it's too early in the morning for this.
But I knew it was not going to be good. I knew it. I knew it was coming out this morning. I'm like, I'm just going to sit back and just see what color the walls are for real. I'm just going to
See
sit
what
back.
the wall gonna look like. Yeah.
Damn. I don't never judge nobody. I don't never put shit on nobody because if I don't see it with my own eyes, I'm not gonna say shit about that. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Look at
I
Terry to my
my
what?
mic went out, and I just want to take this time to say, I, as an adult, two consenting adults, or 3 or 4 or 5. Listen, I don't care if you choose to do an orgy. Ain't none of my business.
What you
If
said?
two consenting adults met up and have sex, who cares? So
Right.
No
what?
one, nobody.
Shit. At least they getting some.
They
The
getting
And
fuck?
circle
some.
back and
Look,
do it
that's what's
again.
wrong. That's what's
Hell.
wrong. These motherfuckers ain't getting none. They need to have a nut or something. Cause all this pent up frustration and all this shit, y'all need to get some for real. For real. Stop
Now, this is my other messy question.
Mm.
Dude, well, no, I ain't gonna ask that messy question. Let me ask this messy question. Does Sassy have a mole in her members only?
I think so.
Hmm. Hmm.
Look, I think Mo's
Sassy,
in every members only. I think
but right now the streets is buzzing
Sassy.
with Sassy's, okay? Does Sassy members only have a mole that's out here sending screenshots and voice recordings?
Hmm.
I'm
you
just
know
a
what.
nosy street reporter. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, I understand. I understand
Now
completely
here go my
because
other question. What the fuck is Tulsa gonna gain from calling to Madison?
I
Child.
don't. You know what?
It's
People gonna get. They gonna get fucked up.
gonna get enough making them damn
They're
phone
gonna get
calls.
enough
Right.
messing with people's lives. I swear. I swear they are.
Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna make a motherfucker crash out on this bitch. Keep on playing.
That was uncalled for. I look when people start messing with people's real lives and shit like that. I don't condone that shit. I don't. Mm-mm.
Just come on here. It's okay. Like we came here with the original idea of the B sector. It was cute to hear
Look,
people
Terry don't
cuss,
know.
fuss,
Terry
roast, and
don't know what
gag.
happened, y'all. Terry don't know.
Oh, Terry, we done got away from the roast and gags, and that's what I agree with y'all. I don't care about anybody's personal life. I just want to hear the roast and gag and log off. Like I was here for M Bernadette and Lolo going at it. I was here for it. I'm here for
But
Bree and Bernadette going at it. I'm here, like just leave it on YouTube. Keep it YouTube. So
Keep it
Terry,
YouTube.
Tulsa, I don't know if the video is still up, but she has a video on her channel, and she called Lemon's property manager and had a conversation with him. And the gist of the conversation was is that Lemon is, what did she use? I think she used the word exploiting the maintenance man. Is what she
Mm-hmm.
says. Yeah, and she wanted them to be aware.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
anybody do something for a click and a view, I swear. I don't give a fuck if I don't get no click. If I be over here by myself, it ain't even worth that
Matter
shit.
You never
matter
alone when you got clapback.
Shut
what
up.
you said.
Shut up. Shut up, cause
uh, yeah, and am I crazy? Didn't he also insinuate that he was dangerous, or you know, your maintenance people need to be cautious when they go over there? I'm like, oh wow,
I mean, if you live in an apartment, you're gonna always have a work order. So you know what I mean? Like every now and you're gonna always have.
right?
I don't I don't know. I don't deem him as a threat. So what is that?
Yeah,
Who? The
Oh
maintenance
child.
man? He's so young. He
no,
was
not
just
the
so
maintenance
excited.
man.
Oh,
No,
okay, good. Cause I
no,
was
I'm
gonna say
talking
he's so
about
excited to
Lemon.
be on
Was
YouTube.
saying Lemon was a threat.
Lemon is not a threat. I don't. A threat to whom? A threat to
Oh,
whom?
listen.
Okay.
Lemon is threat to bottles. Okay, and I'm
Mm.
not being shady. That's just being real.
And I'm not sure that that's true. I think the bottles get the best of him most nights.
Sometimes they be whooping his ass sometimes, but I don't. Again, I just don't agree with tapping in people's personal life. That's too much.
No.
That's too much.
Well, what
Yeah,
happened to the maintenance man
Can
was
we just come
definitely
out here and roast and
yeah.
gag and laugh and keep it pushing? Cause I know Bree don't forgot right now. But I would tell y'all that classic beef sector is when Bree cussed out Lady Snoop. That was one of the best drags you'll ever hear in your life. I don't know what video it is, but that was one of the best. And that's like, we just want to come out here, get a kiki, and leave.
that's
Mm,
it. That's it.
Can we please
But
stay out of
that would
people's
be
personal
nice.
life?
people done got so dark now. I mean, they go
Yeah.
below the
Mm.
belt and shit, and I'm like, is this what we done got down to? You know what I'm saying? I'm just here for the kiki, like you said, the roast and gag. Oh, the back and forth, and we call it a night. No, that's not like
Tracy
it
Okay.
is.
told us years ago. Tracy said,
What's up, Sneaky?
"You want to start a
Hi,
channel? If you come on
Cynthia.
here, which, huh? Oh, is she on the
Hi,
panel?
Cynthia. Yeah, no, she's in
No,
the
she
chat.
just
Hi,
had.
Oh, that's you
Cynthia.
talking. Oh, I
Yeah, that
thought
was
she,
me.
I thought she did the
He
panel.
had
I was
them
like,
blonde
wait,
moments a lot.
Sorry.
hey,
Yeah,
Sneaky.
I don't
What's
talk
going
much.
on,
So let me go
Sneaky?
back on not talking.
Chit chat? You don't finish?
No,
Terry,
because I lost my
Terry.
train of thought.
I will
Mm-mm.
always miss you, Terry. You know you my girl.
Terry ain't with
That's
nowhere.
white
Y'all left
chocolate. And
Terry.
look, they're gonna get off
Terry,
of
my
Terry.
lady.
They better get off of Terry for
Terry
real.
said
Man,
she just came in. She just came online. She been gone most of the day. She didn't know who's dragging who and whose follicles are on the ground, and she didn't know yet.
everybody, man, what?
Who,
They
who's
be
who's
goddamn.
Really?
Let me
wing
It's
just tell you.
everywhere.
boxing?
My
Oh,
thing
that's what I
about
was gonna
this,
say. Tracy. Tracy taught us years ago. She said when you start a channel, especially when you come to the beef sector, when you start a channel, how you started is how you're gonna have to continue to run that channel. So you come over here, you if you decide to beef and you start to get the clicks and the views, don't a year later say, "Oh, I don't want to beef anymore." And now I'm doing automobile shows and your audience is gone. It's gonna happen.
but do we
What
give
you
a
start
fuck
out
what
doing is
Tracy
what you have to
says?
continue to do. So
Do
the
we give a
question
fuck?
then becomes, how far are you willing to go to continue to get those clicks
But do
and
we give a
views?
fuck what Tracy says or
I'm
asks?
just
Or
saying, but
Well,
listen,
no.
a lot of
But,
times you may
no.
not agree with the messenger, but the message is still correct.
Hmm.
I don't agree with a lot of shit that South Patch do, but I don't agree in her not being able to share her titties, slang them titties everywhere. We gonna have
No,
to agree to
she's
I
disagree.
cupping her
pass. I
titties.
pass on that because I
She's
feel
gonna
like
cup them.
I
It's
heard
her
there was
body.
I
Damn
heard there was
right.
long titties. I heard there was long.
They are long too. I heard they belong
Now,
to.
do you really want the reporter to rebuttal that? Cause who really got ugly titties? Our titties really ugly?
Nobody has.
Like,
Do
come on.
people have ugly titties? That's true. Long titties maybe, but ugly, I'm not sure.
long
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 titties
saddleback,
diabolical.
And
long
most guys are
saddleback
like,
You
titties.
turn the lights off. I don't have to see your long, ugly titties.
Okay.
Just
Titties
switch the light
sustain
off.
life. Okay. They bring life. They are life givers.
Hmm. Hmm.
Long saddleback titties. Okay,
Yep.
all
Even
right.
those have fed some
They don't
children,
start
probably.
off
Yep.
long. Lord knows they
Mm-hmm.
don't
Throw them
start off
titties in a
long.
circle. Throw them titties in a circle. Throw them
Excuse
circle.
Has anybody seen Cowboy Rah today?
No.
me.
I
No,
haven't. I haven't.
no, I haven't
I
seen
heard he
anything.
was in mediation. I thought he was in mediation.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
He probably at work.
Mm-hmm.
Has Lemon been on panels today?
I don't know.
I
He's
haven't.
What
coming
was
live
that?
in a
I
little
see.
bit. He's coming live in a little bit. So
Oh, okay.
Okay,
yeah, he's
there
coming
we
live.
go.
And let me see.
I'll be honest. I thought after everything with Allegio and how things had gotten dark then, I mean, people were pulling up and pulling out guns and, all types of stuff. I kind of thought that we had a brand new day of, just kikiing and, a little drag here and there and, kind of moving on. But it seems like we've gone back dark again. Um,
Yeah. And
and
Terry,
Trump
I
that's
is
would
not
not be
Trump
good.
worried about
sucks.
these motherfuckers out here. Look, I
And I
wouldn't be
don't,
worried
and the
about
strike gain is really not
Yeah.
helpful
Can we
because
stop striking
it
so we can get
drives,
all the tea, please? Come on,
right, it
y'all.
drives everything up. People can't be relaxed in
yeah.
themselves.
Let me say something on that. Striking is making people walk on eggshells. We want the fuck shit. We want all the fuck
Hmm.
shit. You know what I'm saying? This striking shit needs to y'all need to stop it. Just stop it. This
I
is the
mean,
beef
we'll figure
sector,
out who
right?
you are. Right, we'll figure out who you are and we will move around you accordingly. If you're
Love you
not
too,
worth
Terry.
being around.
Thank you for coming through.
If you're not worth being around, we can figure that out and, just stop messing with you and your channel will dry up. You don't have to strike to me unless it's something really, really worth it. Like it has to be really worth it to strike. Just because you use my AI character, it's not quite me, but it's kind of like me. So you don't need a channel. I don't think that that's a good reason to strike.
Striking to me is like taking your competition out. You know the way that the cowardly way to me. Now, if
Yes.
you want to go toe to toe with somebody and drag or whatever, that's what you're supposed to do. I thought in the beef sector, but all this striking shit,
The
no.
goal is clicks and views. You taking away your opponent, which is not okay.
Right. That
Because we want to
right. That's
see
what
it.
I'm
We want to
saying.
see it as an audience. We want to see it. So it doesn't
You
make
know,
sense to strike your opponent out.
you have freaking fret. You can't have freak without fret. Am I right?
Right.
So if you have this opponent over here and this opponent over here, if you take that motherfucker out, you ain't got nobody to fight with. So what are
Right.
we doing? What are we doing?
I think it's more of what the channel holder allows on their panel. I think that's more of what the striking is about. I mean, because didn't different people get hit with different things? Not everybody got hit with the same, the same strikes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you had a P bomb, and I guess yeah, harassing and bullying. I don't know. I missed some of the things, but I know it was what four, at least three or four people that got struck all together. Now that shit was insane.
Well, all right. I'm just gonna get up off of here, you guys. Y'all have anything else to talk about, or either any closing words, anything?
Nothing I could think of.
I think Beans is asleep.
No, I'm here. I just saw a comment about wanting to hear allowing Lady K to finish speaking as though they was tired of hearing my voice, so I just shut the fuck up.
What?
Oh,
Thank you, Ben. You guys, thanks for
So,
having me.
Okay. Thank you, Chit
Hey,
Chat,
y'all.
the
Ladies,
nosy reporter.
hi, Chit Chat.
Well, everybody has a voice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always open to everybody who's speaking. So,
no, I thought I was offering, I mean, I was giving a little bit of background as to what took place. I was there, but to say something like that, it's like minimizing what I'm saying and kind of alluding to the fact that I'm probably getting on your motherfucking nerves, but it's okay. I won't say shit. That's my closing words.
Yeah, you
so
were
Queen,
there.
I said what I said, and I'm not putting 20 on nothing. That's the way I took it. So if you want to hear more from Lady K, you heard it. And I also heard you. And it's good.
all right, y'all, I'm gonna get down.
all right. Thank you. Bow, bow, bow. Thank you. And you count your
Yeah.
money. Look, you count your money. So thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you for coming through.
Right.
All right. Well,
So that's all I wanted to say. Glad she never links. She doesn't like panel hop, whatever. And
no,
I
she
can
don't.
give a little bit of support. And I'm sure she appreciates it if no one else does. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm grown and I am gonna take that. That's the way I'm taking it. And with it also. I'm done.
Well, we all are here for Lady K. All of us. You know what I'm saying? And we support each and every one. We support each other. Like I have support, and I thank you, ladies, for supporting me. I really do. Lady K, Peace, Queen, you. We all support one another, And when it comes to autistic kids, like I said, we are here for the kids. I don't give a damn whose kid it is, for real.
Hmm.
So it is what it is. All right, we got a visitor. Hold on one second. Talent.
Big Benz, what's going
What's
on?
up, big talent? What's going on with you?
Not much. What's up, beans and cornbread and two piece?
Hi.
Look,
Hey, Taylor, how you doing?
I'm all right. I have a serious question for you to the studs on the panel.
Uh
Uh,
oh.
now you know a lot of studs. You know they are not. I don't want to say a lot, but a large number. They like to emulate real strong masculinity. Not necessarily toxic, but it can veer into that direction.
Hmm.
And I don't know if they're modeling what what men they're modeling, but it's not the right men as far as I'm concerned. But I know throughout time on various media from if it's AOL, if it's Pal Talk, if it's Periscope, Blab, Yahoo Chat, there's always a common theme with a group of studs. A few will always try to pretend to be males and mislead women. And a lot of women have been misled by these studs pretending to be men. It's crazy. Some even got a lot of money out of these women. I want to know because I don't know your opinion about LSA Boss and Smooth Carter, but are you studs who still acknowledge that you're women? You don't hide behind anything semantics or anything like that. You disclose you're female. Are
Well,
you are you well wait, hold on, let me not
no,
assume that.
go ahead. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
No, but are you too concerned or you don't care when you see that there are studs who still adopt the approach of, I'm going to masquerade as a biological man to get women? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, me personally, I don't do the label thing because at the end of the day, I'm still a woman. I
Right,
mean, I've never said that, hey, call me Mister. No, that's I'm still a woman. If a man say, hey, sweetie, or hey, ma'am, I acknowledge that because I know I'm a woman and I can't be anything else.
right.
But
Okay.
I see that a lot, and I just look at it, to each his own. But yeah, I do see that a lot. But nah, that's never been my forte.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Two Ps. Benz, you?
Okay, so when it comes to me, all right, so they have pronouns, and I'm the type of person. How can I say it? Say for instance, if I just say Lady Dimples, she wants to be, uh pronounced as a lady.
Right,
I'm gonna give that to her. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Because I'm the type of person, like, if you wanna the pronouns or whatever, like Lady Sparkles, he wanna be a she, that's a she to me. That's how I'm very, very how can I say? Um whatever a person wants to be, that's what they are to me. But with me, with Smooth Carter, uh I asked her or him one day, I was like, are you, because I didn't know, because a lot of people were saying a lot of things, and I was like, are you a female or a male? And he was like, well, I'm a male. And I'm gonna go with that because I don't know anything else to go on. You know what I'm saying? If a person comes to me and say, hey, I'm a male, and that's what I'm gonna go on, because I don't know anything other than that. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
yeah. She was exposed years ago, and then they came up. QI and some other studs came up with this alibi that she's actually a twin, and another there's another individual, her twin brother, her twin sister, that is out here too under the same name. So very, very, it's an insult to anyone with intelligence. But I was just curious, and it's funny that you mentioned the trans because the same thing goes for the trans community. There are a lot of trans women who, they model themselves after certain women, and but I notice in this sector, uh, they tend to be over the top, so to speak. I know trans women. I've worked alongside with trans women, and these that are in this particular sector seem real over the top, real uh, messy, real bipolar, and it really impacts the trans community because based on what a lot of people don't have interactions with these groups, and when they do, especially in a narrow-minded sector like this, they may paint every trans person with that same broad brush and assume all of them are wishy-washy, flip-floppy, up to no good, and just and I think I guess my overarching point here is with these studs and with these trans women. Don't you think, and I'm talking to you, Benz and Peas, don't you think you two have a responsibility to publicly condemn these individuals? And I think if we had a good trans representative, I would ask them the same thing. Someone who would condemn the behavior and actions of Tulsa, Sparkles, and anyone else, if I'm omitting someone who acts crazy like those two. Shouldn't that be condemned so people don't get the same perception on all studs and all trans women? I know I said a mouthful here, but I'm just curious on your thoughts.
Well, for me, talent, I respect people's pronouns. Honestly, that's just me, you know, because
Mm.
I don't want them to disregard what I am or anything like that. So I just respect it. You know what I'm
So,
saying? So
even though that some women have been harmed and they've been deceived by these charlatans, uh,
I mean, yeah, I've seen some like articles and videos and stuff like these trans men deceiving these straight men or whatever. Now, I don't condone shit like that. But if you up front with these people, then
bingo.
hey, but yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen some stuff like that, and then the straight men get upset and mad about it because of the deceit. Now, I don't condone that shit
yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
And I'm more focused on the women because I see it happening a lot online with studs masquerading as men and not disclosing that they're actually studs. So
Mm-hmm.
that has always been something I wanted to explore with the studs in the community in this particular community. Sorry to be so serious in terms of the topic. I'm sure you were talking about something a little bit more lighthearted, but it just came over me. I'm like, yeah, it's time to have that discussion. But look, I got to get back to what I was doing. I'm listening from the
I think
clouds
Chit
up
Chat
there.
might have wanted to ask you a question before you leave. She just
I
hopped
just
up.
want to
Oh,
say something to you real quick. I'll be fast.
yeah,
So the flip side of what you're asking is a few years ago there was this huge debate online about the opposite, which was men who are, being identified as women, but they're being a caricature of what they think a woman is. So the loudness, the rudeness, the flamboyance of, the over exaggeration of what they
yeah,
feel a woman is, right?
yeah.
So as straight women, we're saying, hey, that's not the way we act. That's not what we do. And but they kept
Hmm.
saying, well, we're emulating you guys. No, you're not, because I don't act that way in my everyday life. So I totally understand your question. So I do think it's a good topic to have in this sector. I don't
Yeah.
know how productive it would be, but I think it's a good topic.
No, no, and thank you for agreeing with me. And I think it would be productive because maybe Tulsa, maybe Sparkles, maybe Dimples aren't aware that whoever they're looking to in terms of how they should be acting, those are the wrong people, and perhaps you should look because we do have, classy women in this
Mm-hmm.
sector, and they should they should model themselves after perhaps some of those women because we do have some loudmouths, we do have some flip floppers in some of the heterosexual women here. Perhaps they're modeling the Pizarros and some of these other uh, uh, bottom feeders. that exist in this sector, and that's unfortunate. But we got to get them on the right path. But anyway, thanks, chit chat. I got to go.
See
All
y'all
right, thank
later.
you, talent. But
Okay.
I do not condone misleading people. You know what I'm saying? I do not condone
You
that shit.
know, I don't like it either. And me personally, um, I mean, I don't care what people reference themselves
Me
because
either.
at the end of the day, I'm still gonna treat you like a person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My thing
And I
is,
won't because I want the
if
same in return. So
right,
I mean, if you want to wear a dress and pass around here, and I mean that's on you. But I'm gonna treat you like a person because I want you to treat me the same way in return.
Right.
but
So
Because I've
that's the
always felt
thing.
that I
yeah,
don't care what you choose to, who you choose to sleep with, it's about your
Right.
character for me. So
Uh-huh.
right,
that's just what it is. And I don't have any qualms about who people, how they choose to appear to people in the world. Either you choose
Right.
to, however you choose to, that's how you present, and that's fine. Just treat people right.
Hmm.
That's all that matters.
My thing
right.
is, y'all, if I'm not sleeping with you, I ain't got shit to say about nobody else. What they proclaim to be I don't care. I really don't care because at the end of the day, if and I respect people. If they want to be called a female, if hey, Lady Sparkles, Lady Dimples, Queen Tulsa, I, they pronouns whatever they want to be called. That's what I'm calling them because I respect whatever they want to be called. That's just me. I've always been that way. Even though, they haven't had the sex change or whatever like that, I'm going to respect them and call them whatever they want to be called. But that's just me. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. I know that. But in the lesbian world, that's what it is to me. And in a heterosexual world, you may not look at it that way, but hey, uh, that's just like if a person called me a certain way, and I'd be like, look, that's not my name, that's not what I proclaim to be, da 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 da. Because I'm just a respectful person. Lady Sparkles, Lady Dimples, Queen Tulsa. Tulsa, she'll always get in your ass, be like, look, it's Queen Tulsa, not Tulsa, or whatever like that, or whatever. But it is what it is. But people gonna have their saying and they're gonna have their judgment. So hey.
Well, I think he's talking
Yeah,
about too the behavior though. Like it's
yeah.
the
That's what I was
behavior
gonna.
of,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
you're
what I was
putting
gonna
this
comment on.
perception in the chat as if you are a straight male, but you're really not. So does that make other studs in the community offended by how they're out here basically catfishing people? But
No, it don't bother me. But this is what I was gonna say. But I feel him on what he's saying because I mean, my thing is if you want to go from being called a man to a woman or a woman to a man, my thing is this: if you're gonna play the part, play the part as if it's supposed to be played. I guess you know what I'm saying. This is my thing. If say like if I recognize myself as a stud, and I said no, you call me bruh and yo guy or bruh shit like this, which is I don't do that. But just say if I did, if that's what I wanted you to call me, then that means I have to know exactly how to play this part. You see what I'm saying? I can't say that I'm this and I'm not holding up the deal because at the end of the day, like he said, you even though I say I'm a man, but I'm not acting that part, or you're a man and you saying you're being a woman and you're not playing the part because, like you said, when it comes to playing, just because you put on a dress don't make you a woman. You feel me?
right.
Because at the end of the day, you have your ghetto, you have your classy, and you have your in between. This got a little both.
This is my thing, and I'm gonna say this. Listen, If I am chatting it up with you on the phone, on FaceTime, and you look to me up to hear and everything about you saying you're a man, you're a man, you're a man, when we meet in person, if you whip out a vibrator, I'm gonna be upset. Fuck that. I'm gonna be mad. We fight,
Hey,
bitch.
that
You a man.
vibrator might make your day. Goddamn it!
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because this is how I know I can be y'all friend. I can be y'all friend. But if I gotta eat coochie, hell no. I ain't eating no motherfucking coochie. So
Hey,
when you
don't sleep
present to
on that
me
chit
in
chat.
this
Don't knock
chat,
it
I'm
till you
just saying
try,
this
girl.
is
I
Don't
said
about
the
knock it
same
this is
thing
me.
20 some years
When
ago.
you present yourself to me as a man in this chat, when you show up, you better bring a real thing of lang.
chit
Cause
chat.
that's
It
the
might
truth.
taste like chicken. It might taste like chicken chit chat.
No man.
Now
She
wait
dropped down. She dropped.
tell me it's like God,
Oh shit!
Just say she
Oh.
is not eating no coochie. Goddamn.
Y'all just don't know. This way we talk on the daily. You
Yeah, look, we are
but
family. We are family, and we talk like this on a daily for real. We just cut up. We cut up. Talent. See
yeah,
what you started.
and we all respect each other. We all, ain't no funny
Right.
shit going on. We all respect each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she said, "Hell no, you ain't getting on with that chicken shit.
our God,
And tastes like chicken. Tastes like chicken. Chit chat.
That boneless cat, you hear me? She ain't nothing like it."
talent, you started this.
Oh shit!
Okay,
I
Chit
am
Chat, you come on
crying.
back, girl. You
I'm
come back,
literally crying over here. I'm crying. Thank you, Talent, for
That's a
opening
hell
this.
no.
Talent opened
What you
this shit up.
said?
Okay. All right, ladies. I'm about to get up off of here. What say you? Say yes. Say yes. Say you. Well, wait.
Oh,
Before we get up out of here, let me play the updated moderator. The updated moderator thing. Okay. All right. Hold on. DM updated the moderators. He added some more people, y'all. So
Okay.
hold on.
Chit Chat today back to the chat.
it just said don't get caught up.
Drop down like a mug.
Mm.
Okay. Here's the new moderator song, y'all. Let's hear it.
All right.
Oh,
Hey, y'all know what the fuck going on. Benz on. This the Benz on, bitch. Ooh. My strap man, chat vibe, and trolls get clapped on sight. Ooh. Let's get it! Roll call with the big steppers. Welcome to the zone where the real ones roam. If you ain't bringing love, take your ass back home. Chit chat, keep it lit, you don't play with no clown. Who the bell stepping in, shut the whole damn room down. Smooth powder glide, smooth pressure, no sweat. Hood lady 7-1, snap clean, break a threat. Hey, Baron, stand tall, no fear, no regret. Lady K, so bomb, she the bomb. Don't forget, vibing low, keeping peace when the room get wild. DC the purple diva, show her royalty and style. Even how they touch the beat, go mild. Terry keep the love. Said it, mama, hard grown child. Snooki bring savage, she pop that shit. She let you walk through real queen, real quick. Heels, lipstick, and gun boss lady. High heels, tight grip. Game on point in a whole damn clip. Tipping D's, velvet sliding with a smooth ass glow. Silk voice, sharp mind, yeah, she running this show. Handle business real clean, let the motherfuckers know. Velvet got that body, keep the whole chat flow. The heavy hitters time bright, pressure heavy like chrome. See Sarah drop truth, real grown, full grown. I down the whole steady, never shit. shake, never fold. D-Chef hit sharp like a blade, ice cold. Brown sugar 7-4, sweet heat, don't taste. Big Brenda walk in, respect on the chest. And it need go, legendary none less. Go title, earn, not a damn thing guess. Her bird chirp light, but she watch like a hawk. Don't step wrong, she gon' call your whole wall. We drop gems, big queen when she talk. Mine strong, heart gold, never move like a fraud. Cayenne came spicy, turn the heat to the max. Bush baby bouncing, pure love, pure facts. Glow glow, stay bright, put the shine on track. Turn the zone to a runway, yeah, the whole room snap. Family shout outs, no breaks. Bean the cornbread, 2 MFPs in the pan. Linked up real tight, solid squad, real fan. Miss me, J show love like a true day one. Angela T. White, keep it classy, still stun. Sneaky link poppin', late night, no slack. Keep the chat wide awake, ain't no turning shit back. This sassy show, fire tongue, no cap. Tell a troll, kiss my ass, then dismiss that crap. Hershey kisses, sweet heat, don't get it mixed. Voice off, clap back quick, real shit fixed. Nurse ratchet, 6 shots, 5 shots mixed. Pat the vibe up fast, yeah, she stay in the mix. Turn the zone up, welcome to the Benz zone, bitch. Turn that shit up. If you hating in the chat, yo, luck ran out. Miles in the building and they don't give a fuck. Try some dumb shit, you gon' get cursed out. Yeah. Welcome to the Benz zone, lights low, be strong. Whole squad in this bitch, let a real be on. Hit the light, drop low, bring the whole family along. This the zone, this the squad, now run that song. From the minds to the fam, yeah, the turner don't stop. Got a vibe, got a love, got a whole damn block. If you ain't here for the Benz, you can dip and get rocks. Cause the zone stay banging like a motherfucking block. Turn up, turn loud up, turn motherfucking wild.
Let's go.
Hey, you heard me? Hey, that was lit.
Hey, let's
That
go,
was
D
lit.
Ham.
You heard
D
me?
Ham did that shit. Yeah,
Hey,
he put all he put everybody in that motherfucker.
you heard me?
Oh, so you want to hear your song Beans? Oh my god, you want to hear triple? You want to hear it? He made a song for Beans, y'all. He made it. Let me pull it
Yup.
up, and then
Shout
we're
out.
gonna get up out of here. We're gonna get up out of here. Hold on. Oh Lord, let me see. Let me find it.
He put a lot of them together, huh? How many
He
did he
did.
do?
He
Mhm.
really did. Let me see. Where the shit at? Y'all
Yeah.
talk until I find this.
Mhm. Child, I'm over here eating a freeze cup. You heard?
Uh,
See what I do?
you are
Like,
a blast.
I go to the Sonic
Uh,
or when the gas station. You know,
mm,
if I go to Sonic's, I order me a Route 44 lemonade slush, right?
uh-uh.
So what I do when I get home, I put it in the freezer.
Okay.
And the next day when I come back to get it, I just take me a spoon and I eat it out of there like that. Yeah, free
Oh,
cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, y'all. Okay, so
Okay.
me and Beans and Peas are the triple threat. Okay, we the triple threat. The
Mhm.
trifecta is over there. That's Lady Nika, Bree, and Pizarro. That's a trifecta. But we are the triple threat. Okay, so here is the triple threat song that I wanted him to play it, make for us. So here it is right now. Okay, let's go. Step back. It's the motherfucking triple threat in this beach. Beans, beans, and peas. And we already know who's running the show. Beans, yeah, I said it. Beans, let's go. There's a beans on it's triple third, beans, and beans, beans.
Everybody know, but don't wanna make the crowd free. Hit the name, beans, shit shaking the floor, say beans 3 times. She kicking on your door. Beans in the booth, that's a motherfucking warning. Beans in the chat, trolls die in the morning. Beans in the rap base, hitting tight scorching. Beans in your face, no bluff, no talking. Beans come clean, drip, heavy, real flex. Beans pop off, no fear, no threats. So beans, man, beans be the motherfucking best. Put the whole damn city on her goddamn chest. Beans got power like a jet take off. Beans got a heat, make a fake bitch cough. Beans got respect, no need to show off. She just step in the room and they all doze off, and they all doze off, and they all doze off. Beans domination, triple threat stepping, but beans take the lead. Beans so raw, make the microphone bleed. Beans so smooth, make your main chick bleed. Beans real queen, doesn't please agree. Beans like damn, beans got the juice. Beans like fuck a beans run the whole truth. Every single move, beans breaking all rules. Whole squad stand tall, no fakes, no fools. When beans walk in, shit flip like switches, make kids cry hard, turn trolls to bitches. Beans stack bars and she stack up bridges. There's a piece right there, cut ties, burn bridges. Beans, get a name here, heavy like thunder. Beans, never hit her up quick, one punch, no wonder. Beans, you're the legend of the world going under. Every beat he touch, that shit's to the thunder. Beans in control, here we go. Triple threat in the zone, but beans on the throne like a queen made of stone. Beans don't speak much, just crush bones. Beans got a vibe, take the goddamn dome. Beans got a glass, beans got a fire, but beans got a smoke, make the whole room inspire. Beans in the juice, pure dope, no liar. Beans on the track, hope beat catch fire. Beans in the kitchen, cook beats, no apron. Beans on the mic, hope cars start shaking. Beans in your dreams, no escape, no waking. Everybody drop down, bitch, and they're quaking. Triple threat strong, but beans got the crown. Triple threat roll, but beans shut it down. Triple threat speed, but beans make the sound. Triple threat queen, yeah, that's beans, no doubt. Choose that, take it, whoa. With a triple threat, beans on the fake, but beans on the set, become correct. Beans, name loud like a tech. If you step to the spot, then your whole life wreck. With a triple threat, big face, no sweat, but beans right next, and I'm motherfucking wreck. Beans, say with respect, there's a motherfucking queen with a crown on the neck, crown on the neck, there's a motherfucking queen with a crown on the neck, crown on the neck, there's a motherfucking queen with a crown on the neck, crown on the neck, there's a motherfucking queen with a crown on the neck, crown on the neck. Let me say this shit slow so the clowns understand. Beans on the world with a mic in their hand. Beans on the chat, run the show, run the land. Hold triple threat stance over beans at the brand. Beans too cold, free seat, stop time. Beans too bold, drop bars, drop rhymes. Beans too real, no cap, no lie. Beans too strong, make big men cry. Beans right smooth, yes sir, that's facts. Beans keep the spot tight, hold the whole thing intact. But beans, man, beans be the one breaking backs when the name echo loud on every damn track. Beans, yeah, we jam. Beans, no slack. Beans, still snapping. Beans, don't motherfuckers snapping. Got a triple threat in the building. Beans, no fear. But beans run the throne and we making that clear. Say the name till it echo, make the whole block hear. Beans, yeah. That's a motherfucking queen right here. I'll bake you like some cornbread in the oven. Turn that shit up. The motherfucking Benz on the wall.
Hey, cornbread in the oven.
Put that
Hey.
shit in there. You hear me? Beans in the motherfucking I mean cornbread in the
In
motherfucking
the
oven. You hear
motherfucking oven. You satisfied beans and cornbread.
Right there.
me?
We're living it.
Beans in the motherfucking
Oh,
building,
man.
goddamn.
Oh, man.
Terry said, let's go. Let's
Mm.
go.
And I'm
Beans in the I mean cornbread in the motherfucking oven. You hear me?
Your
okay.
song coming next, Peas. You know you up and running. You know your song coming next. Yeah, we supposed to get up out of here, y'all. I've had so much fun. I'm gonna have to title this another thing, so I'm gonna have to change the title on this, and I'm gonna have to come back with the grown and sexy probably tomorrow. No, I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. If I do it in the morning, it'll probably be in the morning, but if not, it'll probably be the day after. But it's coming. Uh, Chit Chat says she tired from twerking. Okay, so you rest your ass. Okay, rest your ass. Rest your
Damn! Y'all made me spit this shit out.
ass.
Hold the rest of her ass.
We are going to get up out of here, you guys. She tired of twerking, goddamn. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. I really appreciate it. With tomorrow being the beginning of the weekend, everybody have a good. Thank you, Regina. I really appreciate you. You know, all my supporters coming through. I really look, I really appreciate you guys. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And the replay game is all that. All that. I know a lot of shit is going on right now. I'm the, bottom of the totem pole, but if you can just, squeeze that like in for me, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. But yeah, we up and coming, I love my little crowd because you know what I'm saying? I can always be uh genuine, you know what I'm saying, with the little people I have over here and my supporters or whatnot. And I just really appreciate each and every one of you. What's up, Tanner's Jim? Thank you for coming through.
Hey, Tennis Jim, how you doing?
Love her
Thank
voice.
Yes, yes. Thank y'all for coming through. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, do y'all have any closing words? And I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm going to give me something to eat.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say. Hey, if you haven't already, hit that like, share, and subscribe.
Right.
Shout out my girl. You hear me?
Yeah.
Later, y'all. What
Ditto.
you got, Beans? What you got, Beans?
Like, share, subscribe, and come back. Shout out to the replay gang. Gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang. Thank everybody. Thank everybody for coming through. Really appreciate you. And with that being said, I'm gonna go out with this one that D Ham said. Let me see. Let me find
Damn.
it. Let me find it. Hold on one second.
That's all right. The next time we come back, I'm gonna make sure I speak on that. Yeah.
What are you
But
talking
yeah.
about?
No, no, no,
What's
no,
up?
no. It can wait. It can wait. It can wait.
Terry said white chocolate out.
All right. So
Man,
let's see.
all of y'all crazy.
Crazy as hell.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all have white chocolate is out. Look, that's my boo right there, white chocolate. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's white chocolate right there. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all go with this just chill intro out, and we up out of here. Y'all have a blessed rest of your Thursday night, and y'all
Right.
rock out.
With your cock out.
With your cock out. What?
Yeah. Rock out with your cock out.
Oh,
Hell no. Stop the
That-
music on that. What the
That's
fuck?
why I tell them when they chest all swole, I tell them shit. Rock out with your cock out.
uh-uh.
Okay, that's what I'm hurt.
All right. Okay, y'all have a good night. All right, I'm out. Yeah. Yeah. We on the building. Sing your song. Just chill, baby. Just chill. Just chill and settle down. Don't make me pop out when you come around. Just chill and settle down. Everything cool till you talk too loud. Just chill, just chill. Why you pressing when you should slow down? Just chill, just chill. Don't make me show you how they shit down. Yeah, yeah. I thought you was a pass along. Shawty told me straight up you wasn't that bitch, I was wrong. She said you all talk, you ain't quiet at all. Always talking real big till it's time for the call. On the flyer, this one came quick. Cause that bitch over there always talking that shit. Acting loud, acting bold, trying to run with the grown. I say, yo, you better leave me alone. I keep it cool, I keep it smooth, keep it real. But test me one time and I'm breaking that seal. Don't bring no heat if you ain't built for the thrill. Back up, relax, all I'm asking is chill. Just chill, settle down. Don't make me pop out when you come around. Just chill and settle down. Everything cool till you talk too loud. Just chill, just chill. Why you pressing when you should slow down? Just chill, just chill. Don't make me show you how they shit. Look, I've been minding my lane, minding my biz. Till somebody gotta push me now. I'm popping the fizz. I'm peaceful, but I'm lethal if you try me today. I don't argue, I just slide, then I settle the play. She said you're doing too much, need to calm that tone. Need to sit your ass down, leave that drama alone. But you keep on yapping and yapping and yapping and wonder why real shit start happening. You ain't built like that, you ain't stepped like that. You ain't never had nobody come check you back. So before you get hit with something too real, take a breath, fall back. Girl, just chill, just chill and settle down. Don't make me talk. Oh shit. I fucked up. But anyway, thank y'all for coming through. I stopped the damn music.
Hey, they get it. You hear me?
Get it. They get
Don't
it.
stop it.
Look, if they ain't got it, they will. Okay, so thank y'all. I'm out of this piece.
Peace out, everybody. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed.
Just
Bye.
chill. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you, beans and cornbread. Thank you, two motherfucking peas in this bitch. Thank y'all, triple threat. I really appreciate you.
No problem.
Wait a minute. Was I even heard here before? D Shep, is you okay? Is you okay?
What did he say? Let me go
Was
to the
I ever
comments, man.
here
I've been doing
before?
other shit.
To leave and come back.
Are you okay? Was I even here before? What?
He, he got a lot on his plate.
I see. Let's go, Bishop.
I'm gonna let him respond, and then I'm gonna be up out of here. So, I have to check on the homie, see if he okay and all that. Well, I'm sorry your day been hectic. I hope everything gets better, D Shep, for real. I know those days. I have some hectic days too. I don't even know whether I'm coming or going. I don't even know, but you know,
Yeah.
but you know. All right, all right, all right. Let's get up out of here, y'all.
All right.
I hit y'all up on the back end. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Just busy. All right. Well, hit me up if you need me. All right, bro. Hit me up. You know how to get at me. All right. Let's go. See y'all later.
All right.